Atlanta girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that everything big. Nail done, hair done, everything.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. It's been a minute, you guys. I've been gone, had some family issues. Now that that's all straightened out, I am back. Thank you guys for kind of hanging in there. So since I've been back, I've been trying to catch up on a few things on YouTube streets and came across a couple named CJ and Heaven from Atlanta Street Interviews. I was first introduced to CJ some months back, where Marcus had done an interview with him, and basically CJ was basically talking about how he grew up, which is quite sad. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out that interview, go ahead and go on to Atlanta Street Interviews, where you can find the video there. Since then, Marcus did introduce the world to Heaven, which is CJ's current girlfriend. So anyways, Marcus decided that he wanted to have some hotel experiment where he was bringing, I guess, popular characters from his show that he felt would be good for this experiment by putting them in the hotel so they can live amongst each other, as well as adding some spicy content along with that. So anyways, the very first night CJ and Heaven was at this hotel, Heaven, in my opinion, looked quite uncomfortable. She even looked scared to me. Basically, she didn't want to be there. She didn't want to film. It was quite, obvious. And I guess this irritated CJ. So CJ started calling her outside of her name and said, look, fix your face. If you don't want to be here, then I can call the next B to come over here and take your place. He started doing some weird stuff by grabbing her cheeks and pinching her face. Then he grabbed a bottle or a Burger King cup of juice and had it on her head. Just sat it there. Just very bizarre behavior, just calling her outside of her name. And that was the introduction of CJ and Heaven's initial, introduction to the world, which was very disturbing on CJ's end. So since then, Mark has been trying to, dilute the situation, and by basically interviewing CJ again and letting CJ know that he had some backlash, and of course CJ is trying to cover it up and make it seem like it was nothing, and that Heaven's not scared, and that's just what they do in their relationship. So fast forward, his ex-girlfriend Cassandra end up doing an interview with Humble Beginnings, and Marcus happened to be there for the interview. And Cassandra basically, was, we telling us how CJ was as a boyfriend, and basically warning Heaven that she is in an abusive relationship. She basically said, and this is all alleged, this is all coming from her. CJ did admit it, but I'm just saying it's alleged that CJ basically, while they were together, he was very abusive. He cheated on her. He's always been abusive, but it was one time in particular where he took it too far and basically, blackened Cassandra's eye, separated her jaw, where she was hospitalized, and I guess that's where they had called the relationship quit. So I guess the purpose of her interview was to basically expose CJ for who he really was, because she said he's been portraying himself as Mr. Nice Guy, but that's truly not who he is. Basically, she said he has mental health issues. He doesn't take his medication. She felt like, Heaven is dealing, she's scared of him and not keeping it 100. So anyways, Cassandra did interview on Humble's Beginnings. Like I said, Marcus was there, and Marcus was asking her a whole bunch of different questions. And some of the things that confused me with Cassandra, and I do believe her story 100%. But what really confused me was the simple fact that she has businesses in his name. and she's not giving him his money. Because to me, if I'm abused all this time, I'm not starting no business with no crazy man. I don't even want your money, your checks. I don't want any of that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, why are you holding this man money? Why do you have businesses still in this man's name? So that, I don't know if she was doing that because she's hoping that he comes back, which is crazy to me. Or she's doing this as revenge because she's still hurt by the situation. But to me, in my opinion, the only way to truly heal is to let things go completely, like cold turkey. Just be done with it. Give this man back his stuff. Close out these business names. Tell your story, because I really believe telling your story does heal you, right? So I think for her to get her story out and to possibly save other women who are going through domestic abuse or domestic violence or DV, I think it's our duty as women, especially for those who have gone through such an event like DV, to, get it out there, because it could truly help someone. And like she says, she's trying to warn heaven because she knows the damage that CJ can do. So that was the only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit, because it's like, girl, if you want to heal, heal. Give this man his stuff, block his number, and truly be done with him. And if not, why are you truly coming out now all of a sudden? And my advice for Heaven is, girl, like, we seen the video, we seen how you were looking. There's never no excuse for abuse. And if a man can do it once, he will do it again, because that's his character. And I'm not saying CJ can never change, but it takes time to change. And you're dealing with a man who has mental health issues. He has said he has 4 or 5 different diagnoses, and he is not medicated at all. I mean, if he can do that to a girlfriend like Cassandra of 4 years, what makes you think that he won't do it to you? My advice is, girl, run. You can love somebody from afar. You can love somebody from afar. You just, please get out the relationship, because if this man doesn't get medicated or get healing or therapy, he's basically a ticking time bomb at this point. Those are all warning signs for you. It's a blessing in disguise that Cassandra's coming out. It's a blessing that people are reaching out to you on these platforms. And I just, girl, you're too young. You have your life ahead of you, and you need to heal. You need to put you first. Don't worry about CJ. He's a grown man. You need to put you first, because your mental health is more important. Your physical health is more important. So I hope you're listening to this. CJ is really mentally ill, and he is a ticking time bomb. So please get away from him. But anyways, you guys, I would like to know your opinion. Go ahead and drop a comment, and let me hear your thoughts. And until next time, you guys, bye.